What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Attack on Titan, Season 4, Part 2, Episode 4. Just want to get right into it. Posted a Attack on Titan ending predictions video theorizing. I'm going to link that here, how the people do on YouTube, where something comes out here and it says the video is going to be there. It's like an hour long if you're interested in, like long discussion theory crafting videos. I pretty much cover the ending result, I think, for every major character. I'm not going to talk about like what happens to Annie's dad or anything like that, but pretty much any character that holds semi type of weight. We covered every character, really dove into like what does Eren truly want, the outcome of Zeke, just all those type of things, and then just the Attack on Titan world in general as the story's over. Last episode was, I don't have all the rankings off the top of my head, but I feel like it's a top 5 all-time Attack on Titan anime episode. I don't know if we're saying top 3, I'd have to really think, but it's definitely top 5. It was amazing, everything you wanted, and then we just dove back into the theory crafting. So I don't know what happens from here, because I know that Eren, he's dead. I know they made contact, like he didn't die, you don't die immediately when your head's taken off, but he's essentially, I don't know if he's essentially dead. And then, like, what does that say about Zeke? Because he's also sitting there just in his human form, completely depleted as well. So, like, I know they're going to have all this stuff happening at the coordinate, and I'm sure we're going to see all this wild stuff happening, but, like, in the instant, in the real world, what is happening? Like, Eren is no longer with his body. Zeke is on death's door himself. So, like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but we'll see. Let's just go ahead and do it. Drag this over here. This should be up on Sunday, earlier evening for everybody. Highlight reaction will be on YouTube. Full length reaction will be on Patreon. Let's go ahead and do it. We're pressing play right now. Oh, now there we go. And then we had a big talk in the video that I had, like everything being like, is everything connected in like a coordinate? Is everything predestined? Like, was Eren always meant to be? I don't know. We're doing like a Mr. Scrooge down memory lane here. Now, did his father really is this memory lane trip going to actually awaken Eren's eyes, or is it going to show Zeke that maybe... Is it going to show Zeke that, wow, maybe Grisha did try to change? I just hope Zeke is on his toes. I know Zeke is going to have a horrible, miserable death at the hands of Levi. Like, you don't have to tell me. I already know it's going to happen. It just is. But I hope he goes out with a bang. What? Was he going to do it right then, but then decided not to? I felt like he was going to do it then and decided he couldn't. Like, something in his mental just said he couldn't do it. He's seeing his father. Yeah, like, they're just not the same person. And I brought this up in my discussion video. You can't blame Zeke for the views he has. Yes, it's just too different. If it's real life, like if a father has a son and a family and he treats them like shit, beats on his wife, uh, hits his kid, does all this shit, leaves his family, moves to the other side of the country or the world, and starts a new family and is this picture perfect father and everything. Yes, both can be true, but like that previous stuff did happen. People were damaged because of that. And like I don't fault Zeke for his mental, because he did go through that stuff. What? Is he seeing him? What? No, he's not. That old bearded... What is happening? You see what I'm saying about, like, predestined paths? Like, was this always meant to be? And then we open? Oh, God. I'm gonna have to, mute this part, and not look at it, because we haven't been looking at it, but... that's what I've been saying as far as like I don't know like what's the paths make it really I guess you could say confusing as far as were things meant to happen? It was always meant to be Eren. Like it was always meant to flow this way from Kruger to Grisha to Eren to then Eren stopping or restoring or ending or making a better life. And the I'd be easy to like go against that, but the thing that makes it stand out to me the most, and I can't look at the screen, so I gotta like look over here, was when Kruger had the slip up of mentioning Armin and Mikasa. If it had been the other way around, then it'd be like, okay, Eren's just getting old Kruger memories. If Eren had mentioned Kruger's kids' names, he wouldn't know what those mean, but he has those memories, so it could be linked. But it was the other way around. Kruger had a slip up of Eren's memories that to him hadn't happened yet. So does that mean everybody down the line of whatever Titan you inherit, or all Titans, all of those memories are linked in one strand? It doesn't matter what comes before what. Memories of the Future is the title of the episode. So it makes me think like it's been predestined that this is going to happen. Past, present, future are all freely flowed in one loop. I don't know. Yeah, that's all he's really wanted to know. Mm-hmm. He just wants to be free. They keep showing the bird reference and the bird reference over and over and over. I mean, he does slaughter them, correct? Or do we see something different here? Shit. Oh, he said the thing. He said the thing. I've never bowed to anyone. Oh. Where's Eren going? Is he gonna make it seem like he was the one that slaughtered the kid? What? What's happening? What? But he couldn't do it. So what are the memories that we've seen of him just So are we saying Eren essentially nudged him to do it? But Eren does... Hey, Zeke, I'm just as confused as you. We know how this goes because Eren does have the founder within him, so this does happen. She does get eaten, then given to Eren. Is that when he gets that grit look on his face that we've seen in the flashbacks? Yeah. But then it's so... Because then it's like... I don't know. Did Zeke leading him down this memory lane be the catalyst to then have activated? I don't know. So are we saying that Eren changed what would have happened because Grisha didn't? Unless he was... Grisha didn't until he was egged on there by Eren. Now he's talking to like future Eren? Yeah. Jesus Christ. But then can they only communicate with the ones in the attack line? Oh, this sounds great. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's seen the future Eren's memories, past what we've seen. And how is he seeing? What the hell is happening? And now Zeke's getting his atonement moment here with his dad. But how is he able to see us and physically touch us? Because are we even really truly there? Oh, God. I gotta go back and look at that one part where he says... where he talks about the ability of what the Attack Titan can do. The Attack Titan can glimpse into the memories of its future inheritors. Okay, so what I was saying at the beginning of the episode and what I brought up in my discussion video of Kruger being able to mention Mikasa and Armin's names, but actually not know who Mikasa and Armin are. Okay, so that explains that. Because then we start getting to this like predestined thing. Was it always supposed to be that way? Loop, like it's very. This whole episode gave me very like Interstellar vibes of like. Spoiler if you haven't seen the movie of. You know when you're watching Interstellar and you see like her the bookcase being like pushed and they keep like saying it was like gravity, gravity or whatever, but it's actually her dad is the one like was her ghost pushing it. But we had to see the events that led him to get there. But like, how do you always get there to lead? If you, I don't know. You start getting into this time stuff, it gets really confusing. Of like, it gets me Harry Potter Azkaban vibes of like Harry and Hermione are watching themselves, and they're like, "Why aren't we leaving? We're supposed to be leaving." And she gets hit in the head when we see it the first time, but it's actually her that hits herself in the head to remind them to. It's just this wild. So the Attack Titan can glimpse to the future memories of its future inheritors, and it's able to know the future. Even Zeke's like, I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't even know if Eren knew that until this was spoken, but I don't know. But then here's the thing, though. All right, so he talks about what he's gonna do. Okay, so that's pretty much what we get from there. But we see even Grisha past this point doesn't do it. And then we see future Eren. It's not like little kid Eren ran in there. Essentially, but like they're just openly communicating is what's wild to me. I know like the paths are always connected, but like so you're saying I can just go in at any point if I reach the paths or and actually interact? But we're saying that this happened in the past and we're currently seeing, so it was always on this loop cycle. Is it and that's essentially what the question has to be when you this time shit is in any show is all you can sit here and talk for hours about it. I feel like all this is happening at the same time. There's no past, present, or future. I feel like it's just one. I feel like it's not a timeline. It's just like on a loop. And I guess at any point you can just access any part of the loop you want and interact with it. I don't know. Because I guess like if we're saying Grisha, if what's happening with Grisha right now in the founding is at this part of the loop, but future Eren and future Zeke are here, that just like Zeke just roared, like that just happened at this part of like the loop is down here, and Grisha's doing his stuff over here. They go interject themselves here, which then, but if Eren is not at this point in time, future Eren, Grisha does not go through with killing and taking the founding. So did it always turn out that way? That's always been how it happened. I don't know, somebody with a bigger brain, or maybe it's explained clearer, or maybe it will get explained. Because I'm with you. I'm 100% with the explanation of everything. As far as like the Attack Titan can see the future. Cool, perfect. Got that part. And I could even get behind, okay, maybe other Attack Titans can interact with each other along the stream because they're able to go future. I get your past memories, but then you also get future memories. Um, but it's wild to see because we never saw Kruger mention anything like that. Kruger didn't say, you know how Kruger's like, hey, go over there, live a good life, get a family, give yourself something to love. Kruger didn't say, I've seen you start a family. You're going to get the founding Titan power and you're going to have a kid that's going to do all this. He didn't say you're going to have like the child of prophecy or some shit. That essentially looks like what it is. But I don't know if Kruger knew how to tap into that. I don't know if it's something that can be tapped into where you just always know that. That's another thing as well. Like Kruger got a little like Freudian slip of the Mikasa and Armin name, but he didn't say like, oh, where that. When Grisha looked at him, he's like, Mikasa and Armin, who's that? Kruger didn't hit us with that's the next Attack Titan's memories after you. The Attack Titan has the ability to see into the future. He was just like, I don't know what that is. So when did Grisha have this epiphany of, I can see into the future, this is the special trait of the Attack Titan? Absolutely no idea. And what makes it even harder to kind of grasp mentally is Grisha currently physically interacting with future Zeke, like actually touching him, seeing him, having a conversation. I could see like Eren nudging him, like being the little whisper in his ear, but him not being able to actually interact. Like he's interacting with Zeke, saw Zeke. Um, and what's wild is, that ending sequence line there, um, of Grisha saying he's seen the future and what Eren's going to do and how terrible it is. Zeke, please do everything you can to stop him. Oh God. So again, I don't know what we kind of went back and forth with this in my video. I don't know what the terrible things are. Is it just executing the rumble? I don't know. I really, really, truly don't know what the terrible things are that he's mentioning here. We can go back and scroll, make sure we got those lines right. And we hinted at it a little bit, but we still didn't. I don't even think we hinted at it a little bit as far as like, we saw Eren just talking about like, and they show us the bird. I think he just wants to be free, but like, what does free mean? And he said that at the end of season 3. Like, if I go over there and kill everybody, does that make us free? Freedom to him originally thought was just getting outside the walls, but we don't know that. Well, he didn't know that at the time. That no, that's not even a start. Is freedom killing everybody over there? Again, he doesn't know that. But I'm trying to think. Eren eventually will die, no matter how horrible these things are. He's on a time limit unless we somehow supersede the time limit with some random Titan shit. So can he access the memories of the Attack Titan after him? Are there going to be any more shape-shifting Titans, or Titans in general, after him? Maybe that's why he can't see how the future turns out. Like, same thing with Grisha. He says he could see the terrible things Eren does. Can he see beyond that to see what happens, what's in the world of after the next Attack Titan? I don't know. I want to go to the end here. I saw Eren's memories of what comes next, but I never imagined it would be so terrible. I don't know what that implies. He really sees him. And now Zeke gets his. Now it's like, Zeke, save us. And physically touches him. And then he's like, save Eren. Eren's over here with this menacing look. And then Zeke finally like cracks and breaks because he's always thought of his father in one way, and now he's finally getting that like love from his dad that he never got. Yeah, he finally cracks. But then what? I don't know what's happening with Zeke and Eren in the pathway area. He tells him to stop him. Then episode ends. So I truly, truly have no idea what's about to happen, what can happen, what will happen. We haven't even gotten to the founder Ymir stuff, and I feel like we need a couple episodes dedicated to her. Like, what the hell? How did this happen? How did we get here? Um, I mean, there's just so we could literally sit here and talk for hours on like trying to connect these points in time. Um, so can Zeke? I don't know if Eren can Eren see his own future memories. I don't. I don't know if he can see his future memories. I think it only said it lets you see the future memories of your inheritors, not your own memories. Let me get that clarified one more time. Get that clarified one more time for the one more time. Each of the 9 has its own special trait. Are we saying that the other Titans might have a special trait? Or are we saying since the attack Titan is such base in its form, you know, it doesn't have the throwing power of that, it doesn't have the size of a Colossal, it doesn't have the armor of a Reiner, so this is its special trait? What is Annie's special trait then? Because hers, to me, is just it's just the girl version of the attack. Including the attack within me. Did he say you can see your... That violin in the background. Into the memories of its future inheritors. Okay, it didn't say it could gleam into its own future. So Eren doesn't even know how this turns out unless he can see the next inheritor after him. But I'm of the impression, I said this in the review predictions video, I don't think there's going to be Titans after this. Like, I think it's just going to end here. I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. We had hinted at, like, destiny and time loop and stuff before this episode. I mean, for the attack Titan purposes, it's pretty straightforward. The attack Titan, like all the other Titans, can see the memories of the previous inheritors before them. I don't know. Do you just get the previous inheritors before you? Do you get all the inheritors before you? I think it's just the previous one, because when when Galliard ate Ymir, he only got Ymir's memories. He didn't get his brother's memories. He only got his brother's memories because he was touching Eren, which doesn't make sense to me how he got that through Eren. Because Eren doesn't have any royal blood within him. Was it because Eren had the founding Titan ability that was touching Reiner, that was touching Galliard, that gave him that? I don't really know what made him actually spark his brother's memories, or what was the key to sparking that. Because I mean, he was touching Eren, but Eren wasn't touching any royal blood at the time. So what would have unlocked those memories for Galliard? I'm not really sure. But up until that point, we didn't know any memories prior to that. The same way, like, we've never seen Armin get any memories pre-Colossal of Bertholdt. So I think for every Titan, what we know, I think, you only get the previous memories of the holder originally before you. I don't know if you can get holder's info after that, unless you're touching royal blood or founding or something like that. But specific to the attack Titan, you're able to see the memory. The attack Titan can glimpse into the memories of its future inheritors. Inheritors, plural. So, can Grisha see beyond Eren? I think he would be able to, but I'm under the impression that there's not going to be a future attack beyond Eren, because I think this is going to be it for all Titans, in my opinion. Because Grisha could have been like, I didn't think it would be this terrible of what Eren will do. but he could have looked to like another future to see like, okay, well, how is the world after what Eren decides to do? But we don't get any mention of that. I don't know, because he doesn't know how, and how do you even tap into it? I don't know. All the specific mechanics on how it works, we could sit here for hours going back and forth, but I'm not going to do all that. So the Attack Titans trait seems pretty straightforward. You know, you can see into your future inheritors, but then are your future inheritors making actions for you? Or are you subconsciously doing things because you've seen how the future turns out? I don't know. But the thing that's mind-blowing to me of the entire episode is the Grisha and Zeke actual connections and conversations and physical touch. When, in my opinion, Zeke was never actually physically there. They were just peeking at it through the paths. How that happened, I don't know. That's pretty mind-blowing. We haven't even gotten any Ymir story. I think it's wild to see how scared Grisha was and the look on Eren's faces, and he's like, Zeke, you have to stop him. But it makes me think, like, what is it that Eren's gonna, my question is, how does Zeke lose? I mean, I hinted at this. I think Ymir is going to end up siding with Eren, and the pathways, because I don't think she truly wants to be a slave. And as soon as Zeke said that at the end of last episode, like she's a slave to the royal, I was like, oh, well, you jinxed it. We know how we feel about slaves and people that don't have their own freedom, and how Eren's really fights to break those chains and let people out their cage and all that type of shit. I could see her siding with Eren, not following Zeke's orders, and then shit goes sideways. That's how I see that happening. But I don't know what Eren's going to do. I don't know what's so terrible. Is it just the rumbling that's terrible, or what do we do besides that? Or is he mentioning just the things that he's already seen Eren do? The slaughtering of all the people on Marley, and, you know, things to come. I don't know. Wild, wild episode. Wild, wild discussion. I'm going to leave it there because I feel like I'm just rambling in circles now. No action this episode. But this is the type of shit that we haven't had in a while. It's been so much action, especially since season 4 has started. Essentially, it's been action-based since we got the Grisha flashback stuff. Whenever that ended, I think at the end of season 3, it's just been action, action, action. That's the first time we've gotten that, like, peeled back, okay, we need some info. And I wasn't even expecting to get that info. I thought it was going to be all Ymir stuff. I wasn't expecting a new ability to be revealed. Absolutely wild. Love it. Can't wait for more. Oof. Gotta calm down. We'll go ahead and leave it there. I appreciate it, guys. Any interaction you can give me is great. A like, a comment, anything like that. Again, highlight reaction. You'll be seeing this right now on YouTube. Full length will be on Patreon. And then tomorrow, Demon Slayer highlight will be up on my other channel that I'm trying to play some things out with. The full length of that will be on Patreon as well. Appreciate it. Like, share, favorite, subscribe as always.